Why did you even give an interview to that stupid Betsy Logan? You know she's always trying to drag our dirt out. Why did you do it? Well, the reason I did, Triss, was because if I didn't say anything, it's just like when Mom and Dad and all the rest, when we didn't say anything, she made stuff up. I thought if, they gave me permission to give my side of it, and I thought I did pretty good for the first time out. I had no idea you were going to... Boy, you're overreacting to everything. Trish, you used to be so sweet, and you've just changed completely. I mean, nobody can even get along with you anymore. I'm not going to rest until I get this stuff settled about... You guys never did appreciate my mom the way she should have been, and this town didn't appreciate her the way she should have been, and that world out there, and there's those ideas, that's what killed my mom, and I want somebody to pay for this. Wait a minute. We've all been, really doubling over backwards to try to understand and to be compassionate toward you, but I mean, come on, give us a break. Triss, I mean, get your feet planted in reality for a change. Nobody twisted your mom's arm to go out there and try to please the world. She chose to do it. She wanted to do it. Well, I know, but you people, you were supposed to love her and give her the honor she never got. Well, I don't know what more we could have done. You're making a whole lot of things up in your head. Kelly Jean loved us. She used to joke with us all the time. She knew we were on her wagon with her. It's you that's going over the deep end here. Good Lord, Triss, I tried so hard not to do it all wrong. Well, you did it all wrong. You always think you're so right. I mean, yeah, sure, you and Flynn, always so popular, always so wanted by everybody. That doesn't mean you're right about everything. Well, excuse me, but I don't think I ever said that I was. You're just blaming... This is getting way out of control, Triss, and I don't like it. Well, I don't care what you don't like. The only reason I'm down here and agreed to do this show with you was because I want to be sure some records get played that give a tribute to my mom. They hardly ever did that, and after it happened, I don't remember a special tribute show being offered. Well, I think that your dad was too hurt. I mean, our dad, I mean, this isn't easy on any of us. It's taken time for everybody. Why don't you just settle down and let's try to do the program? I agreed to let you be on this show with me so you would stop hanging around in your room and moping, and you get down here and get back to your music. Come on, why don't we try to get to work on this thing? You can choose some stuff. I mean, we don't have a lot to choose from. Al Strange wants us to pick out of this new stuff, and there's not a whole lot offered, for this Valentine dedication thing, whatever it's going to be. And some of these songs I don't even know. We'll just have to listen the first time, and, don't you want to get started? It's hard for me to work when my mind is... my heart's not in it. Well, you have to be a pro, you have to be a professional, you have to get beyond all that. If everyone just waited till they felt like working, nobody'd ever work. You know that. Well, I'm not like that. I have a heart and a soul. I'm not a machine like the rest of you, a well-oiled Dangerfield machine that just goes on no matter what. Well, I can't go on no matter what. And I've got a lot to say, a lot I've been holding in all these years. Stuff you don't know anything about. Yeah, like what? I don't know if I can trust you enough to tell you. Well, why don't you just try? I mean, surely you can barely tolerate me as it is, but I'm here, so hey, I'm listening. Well, I don't know if you ever knew what it was like to be. I mean, when Flynn was born, everybody, the whole town just gave him a great big birthday bash and all that kind of stuff. And yeah, I know you were born during the scandal and everything, and that was a pretty rough break for you, but see, you don't get it because, Flynn was the first kid, okay? So he got all this adoration from everyone, and then you were the first girl. And then Shay and Heather were the twins. And everyone was so their own, a big deal. Well, when I was born, I wasn't hardly in my crib 2 weeks till Jesse had Farley Jr., and don't you imagine it's kind of weird to be playing blocks and stuff with a kid that you're the uncle of this kid that's the same age as you? I mean, this didn't all dawn on me till later, but the other thing about it, too, I mean, Farley Jr. completely overshadowed me coming into the world, and besides that, Dad always liked Farley Jr. better, Farley was more talkative, and, I don't have a good personality, and I'm not bubbly. I'm not forward like all the rest of you. I know I'm different, but I can't help it, and why should that make me the bad guy all the time? Well, I don't remember anybody ever saying it did make you the bad guy. I mean, you're making yourself the bad guy. Well, you don't know what it's like. You're gorgeous. You have guys falling all over you. Flynn's so popular he can't walk out the door without a string of girls, and I'm afraid to even talk to one. Where do I get this? I mean, why am I some kind of black sheep thing? Oh, you're giving us a lot more credit than see, Flynn's just, a jokester type that, I mean, that's just his natural way. He couldn't be any other way than that. He doesn't do it to be special. That's just the way he is. And as for me, I don't see all these people falling all over me like you're talking about. Most of these guys are so intimidated by me being so big and strong, they run the other way. No, they don't. They watch and they want to approach you, but nobody's watching me. Well, gosh, I didn't know you felt. What reason have you got to feel inferior to us? Because I'm different than the rest of you. I mean, that was okay, though. Finally, Farley got moved out of the house, when Jessie finally got her own place after years, she finally got out, and then I was really happy. It was Mom and Dad and me, and I was really comfortable. I was really happy. And then, this happened. Oh, yeah, I know. But I guess what you're really saying, Triss, is that what you wanted was just you and Mom and Dad and nobody else. That's a little on the selfish side, I can't help but say. Well, I guess it is, but all I know is that I was really, truly, honestly happy. It was the only time that I was, and I don't think I can ever be happy again. It's just completely shattered. Well, they tell me that's what life's all about. I mean, I wish it weren't so. I wish I could tell you that everything's going to be okay, but, you know, bad things happen to good people all the time. No one's got any explanation for it. Well, where is God then? Where's the justice? Why, even Jay can't tell me where's the justice. Besides, he wants to be a lawyer, and they're crooked anyway, and they just play courtroom games. I wouldn't dirty my hands in that game. I think he's wasting his life going into that. Well, he did think about being a cop, but Mom talked him out of it for fear he might get shot. At least he's less likely to get shot in the courtroom. You should be glad for that. That is, if you care anything about us at all. Oh, I do. Of course I do. Well, it's just that nobody seems to give my mom the value that she ought to have. And I got to do it, you know. I've got to do that. Well, I think that's great, Tris. How can I help?